Look, we have people in office now who will lie through their teeth about things we all saw. So we all know they're lying. About January 6th, they said it was just another tourist day at the Capitol. Yet we could see with our own eyes it was nothing like a tourist day at the Capitol, yet they said that over and over and over again. We could see it was an attempted insurrection. They were trying to stop the government from certifying the elected man, the man who was elected, as president. That's called an insurrection. But the people in Washington, from the president on down, tell us they did nothing wrong. They were the heroes of the day, we're now told. They were the patriots. Those people violently protesting at the Capitol, they call them patriots. So now they come out with a fishy jobs number, and I'm supposed to just believe them? Like it's business as usual? You can trust the government? Well, you can't anymore because we have known liars in office, and they all lie. And I think they may be lying about these numbers because let me show you what's going on. Here's the ADP National Employment Report for June 2025. They say change in US private employment down by 33,000 jobs. We lost 33,000 jobs. We added no net jobs to the economy. This is what they picked up as quarterly GDP growth. All of these are positive numbers. It's positive growth every month. All of that under Joe Biden. First quarter of Trump's second admin, a loss of 0.5%. And I have a feeling our new government is going to try to cover it up and paper it over. I literally can't put it past them. A rational, reasonable person would not put it past them to lie about these numbers because we've seen them lie about everything. They lie saying Trump won the 2020 election. He didn't win by any measure, by any standard we have to determine truth in our society, including the courts. He didn't win. The secretaries of states of all the states certified the results as they came in. They would have had to have lied. All the election officials in every state would have had to have lied. All the judges, there was something 60 or 70 different cases brought before different federal judges. They all ruled against Trump. Even judges Trump himself had appointed, so you can't just say it's liberal judges who were out to get him. No judge he appointed is out to get him. If they rule against him, it's because he legitimately did something wrong. That's how we determine truth in our society. We don't have any other way to determine truth other than to let the facts be presented in a court of law and let the judges decide, or juries, whatever the case is. But in this case, it was judges. Liberal judges went against Trump. You could say, well, they're liberal, they hate Trump. Okay. Conservative judges appointed by other Republican presidents went against Trump. And judges appointed by Trump went against Trump. Not a single judge said there was any chance he won that election. And they filed cases all over the country. They had every chance to prove it in court. And when they went to court and Giuliani said, we have evidence, and the judge said, what's your evidence? He said, we have evidence, Your Honor. We're going to bring it. And the judge said, no, don't bring it to me. Have it right now. What is it? What do you mean you're going to bring it to me? The case is now. This is your court date. This is the time to bring it. And Giuliani finally had to admit in one court hearing in Pennsylvania that, okay, we don't have any evidence. We don't have the evidence yet, he said, but we've been told that this or that shady thing happened in the election in Pennsylvania. Sorry, that's not proof. That's not evidence. If you don't have evidence, you don't have a case. That's why these cases got thrown out, not because anybody was against Trump. So we all know that. We know he lost the election, yet he continues, and MAGA continues to claim that he won. So how can we trust other things? It's going to come to a point where we're all going to know, okay, my friend lost a job and my other friend lost a job, and those two people have never been out of work, and my relative lost a job, and the prices in the grocery store are a lot higher than they used to be. But the government says jobs are growing and people are gaining jobs and no one's losing a job and inflation's down. And we're going to know that they're lying at that point. Personally, I don't know anybody who's lost a job. I don't know anybody's gotten a job either. But at some point, that's going to happen. And then when somebody like me comes along and says, I don't believe these numbers, other people are going to be like, yeah, I don't believe them either. But I don't believe them because they are fishy and they're coming from an administration of proven liars.